Hello, hello. My name is Porsche Parcher, and I am working on trying to get into the radiologic technology program, either at CCD or UC Health. I'm applying to all the places. A little bit about my crazy story. So, I actually have done college before. I grew up in Florida and I was in college and I got two bachelor degrees, one in American Sign Language interpreting, and then the other in a violin performance. When I graduated, I did a little bit of interpreting. I played violin professionally, and throughout the years, I kind of just realized I didn't really want to teach. I really didn't have a passion for doing those things. And what also inspired me to get into medicine is I've had like over 7 or 8 surgeries within the past 5 years. I was born with something called excessive external tibial torsion. And I lived my whole life walking like a duck. Okay. And then I was also in a lot of pain. So I didn't do anything about it until I got older. Thankfully, we have really good insurance, so it ended up working out. And so having that experience with so many different physicians and so many different medical teams, some being good and some not being good, basically made me realize I want to go into medicine in some sort, in some type of way. And I picked X-ray because I love the bones and the anatomy and all of the things. So that's basically where we're going, trying to get into radiology school. I'm doing all my prereqs right now at CCD. And then I may go into MRI, CT, mammography. Who knows? The sky's the limit, right? Once you get that degree. Amen. Okay. Basically, with medical terminology, it is a stepping stone in the medical field because you need to know all the things. I mean, it's important to know what QID, BID is, what the abbreviation for hypertension is. Like, all of the abbreviations and things that we're learning now are really interesting to me because I've always kind of wondered. I've seen things being in the medical field. I've also worked in the medical field, patient care coordinator in different pediatric dentistry. I did endodontic, all types of different, I've been in oral surgery, all types of different types of like work fields. And knowing those things is really important so you can sound like a responsible, like smart, well-educated healthcare professional. So that's super important. So as far as study tips, now me being the old woman I am, I'm 35, but me being who like older than most of you guys who are like in your 20s, okay? Um, I'm kind of learning to study all over again. And I love using AI tools like Gizmo, Notebook LM. I use all of the AI apps to like streamline my studying. It can give you study questions. You can upload PDFs or lectures or whatever on there, and then you can actually get study questions and it can explain it to you like you're 5 years old. Like, I'm here for it. So when it comes to memorizing, it can give you mnemonics or different ways that you can you can memorize the things you need to memorize. And then for spelling, I mean, honestly, I'm really good at spelling, but repetition is the mother of skill. So you're just going to want to repeat, 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 and just keep up with being diligent and doing it. Also, active recall is really great. I love using the blurting method. And then outside of that, there's also space repetition, which if you use some of the AI apps, that is already included in there. Okay. And then last thing is the syllabus. So what I love about this class, which I think is so amazing, is first of all, we have 2 hours for tests. I was just in biology. We had an hour, and that was not enough time for 50 questions. Okay, that's all I have to say. And then the other thing is the fact that we get to choose our final exam, like Choose Your Adventure. When I was little, I loved those like Choose Your Adventure books. So I love how part of my childhood and the nostalgia I get to relive in choosing my own adventure, which I'm probably going to choose the make up your own disease. I think that's what it is. I think that's awesome. And I really appreciate learning more about our professor. Sounds like she really loves what she does and has a passion for medicine. And I'm excited to learn more about medical terminology and do this med thing. Happy studying!